Recreating some summer looks. What does a soft life mean to you? What I did this week in New York City, some fabulous finds, and now that we know that some luxury goods are made in China, what's next? Let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. I love the recreating looks and looking for looks and trying to find different ways to recreate these looks. But every time I'm looking, I'm always confronted with the age-old question if I should be looking for neutral outfits or colorful outfits. And the point of the matter is we are a mixed group of folks here. Some of us like neutrals and some of us like color. I love, and I've said this before, I love a neutral, but because it's spring and summer, and I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of tired of the neutrals because of the whole quiet luxury situation. I am definitely embracing more color. Not to say that I'm not going to be wearing neutrals because I still have a ton, but I have been trying to bring more color into my wardrobe. And I think with both neutrals and color during the summer, they both can be so chic, heavenly, and can really make you feel beautiful and like yourself. So we're gonna kind of go through both type of outfits. Let's start with some neutral, beautiful summer looks. Now, I know that a lot of folks consider neutral colors to be boring, and I want to push back a little bit on this. I spoke about this a long time ago, well over a year, of how to make neutrals look interesting and not boring. But I really feel like it is, first of all, a certain type of vibe that you're looking for. And I also feel like it can be made very interesting with shapes and accessories and even your makeup. There's so many ways to make neutrals not boring, despite the fact that a lot of people hate them. A fabulous way to illustrate what I'm talking about are the way that these three ladies took neutrals and made them very elegant, very sweet, and not boring, in my opinion. This all white linen pantsuit is my dream. I love the all white. I love linen during the summer. I love a pair of linen pants. I have several, but there's something to me about linen on a vacation or even linen in general during the spring and summer that just screams elegance and simplicity. What I love about the way that she styled this linen pantsuit is that it is very minimal. The hat is what makes it super cool besides the fact that it's a pantsuit. And if you notice, the jewelry is not over the top. It's a dainty necklace and a dainty bracelet. It just makes it very laid back, very easy, very breezy. Now that I look at it, she might have two necklaces on, but they're both very dainty and small. I can't get close enough to tell if it's a necklace or if it is just her glistening body. Either way, it is simple styling. Using a scarf as a top or using a scarf as a bag or using a scarf as a headpiece can add such interest to your outfit. I love that this scarf was used as a shirt. It's tied well, it's neutral colors, but it does have a pattern that doesn't make it boring. It's a slight contrast to the first outfit in that there are accessories that are a bit bolder. Both of the necklaces are bold accessories, but she chose to go with dainty earrings and a dainty bracelet. Though the accessories are not super heavy, even though they are heavier than the first outfit, they make a statement and make the outfit a little more interesting. The addition of that burnt orange lip, the oversized bag gives relaxed, it gives chic, it totally gives summertime ready, and there's something that I absolutely adore about this outfit. I love the gray curly hair. One day I will embrace my gray, just not today. Maybe in my 50s. I don't know. I keep saying that, but I can't make that promise. But there's something so beautiful and chic about her hair. And I don't know, I love this. It looks like she's someplace in Italy somewhere. I absolutely love this outfit. And then there's something so laid back, fun, and youthful about this outfit. The shape of the dress, the off the shoulders, the short haircut, the chunky tie-up kind of gladiator sandals makes it light and youthful and airy. And this type of dress for me is very easy to wear during the summer. I hate things touching my body during the summer, unless it's cotton or linen. Like this dress, for example, I can't wear it for too long because I don't like denim or too much denim during the summer. Sometimes I'll wear a denim skirt, but usually it's something light and airy. The humidity in New York City gets horrible. Nothing like Miami or the Caribbean, but it's still a horrible, humid, disgusting mess. My point is, a great type of throw-on dress that is perfect for me for summer and not boring because of the shape and the little added accessories. So summer is definitely so close, and I found some beautiful, neutral, light outfits that I want to show you. So, of course, for those of you that just need color in your life, especially during spring and summer, you know, it's funny. One of us on the last video mentioned that color gets them more compliments. And I have to say, even though I'm a neutral girl, every time I wear color, the same thing happens. That red suit I keep talking about, you guys, every time I've worn that, I could not walk down the street without somebody saying they love the suit. And I really think it's color because I have plenty of suits. I have black suits and white suits and striped, but when I wear that red suit, it's just, everyone loves it. And there's something about color that just makes people happy. You know, it just makes people happy. If you are looking for some vibrant color, which also in my opinion can be very chic, I feel like in today's age and in recent years, we associate chic with neutrals. I don't think that's always right. It depends on your culture. It depends on your personality. It could just be something that you like. I don't think chic goes with neutrals, but that's just me. So anyway, so there are many ways to wear color during the spring and summer, but I really feel like these three ladies nailed it. Besides the fact that this color is phenomenal, this color is also phenomenal on her skin. I mean, this whole outfit is just chef's kiss to me. The addition of the Brandon Blackwood bag, that's not the exact color green, but still goes. A lot of time we're not looking for something that matches exactly. We're looking for colors that complement each other, and these greens go so nice together. The light brown shoe, I was going to say nude shoe, but clearly this is not her nude. It's not my nude either. All light brown shoes are not considered nude, right? And a shoe that was her nude would have worked very well with this as well, but this works just as a base. I think she did a beautiful job of this. I think the shape of this dress is good for her. I love the color. I love that she didn't do too much with the accessories. She did just enough. The glasses are very cool, girl. It's just a very beautiful, perfect summer vibe. I love this for her. If you have been with me for a while, you know that I love Grace. I feel like she is so cool. She's one of those people that makes me feel good about being in my 40s. She's one of those people that makes me feel like I don't have to stop dressing and being cool and looking great. The funny thing about Grace is that not only does she wear neutrals, she wears the heck out of some color, and she gets it right every time. If you've been here with me for a while and you saw me shopping at H&M, you saw my confusion when I was talking about the fruit on clothing. It's definitely a trend that I missed. I am so good about picking up on trends, but somehow I missed this trend. It's very Positano, it's very Southern Italy, and I feel like, of course, Grace nailed this. Because there's so much going on in this beautiful, colorful dress, she kept her accessories to a minimum. There's no necklace, just a cool pair of cat-eye sunglasses, a little earring, and a cute little summer bag and sandals. Again, very Southern Italy just because of the lemons, but you can definitely wear this wherever you want because I think this is fabulous. This is so, so good. But I think almost anything Grace does is good, so that's almost not fair. And would you look at the colors in this outfit? Stunning, absolutely stunning. This color, again, against her skin, oh my goodness, you guys. absolutely beautiful. I love that she has a main color, that main green color, but she didn't shy away from pairing it with other complementary colors. Green and pink together, if you're an AKA, of course, you know that goes together. There might be a little bit of purple, but it just works. These colors together and her skin is amazing. What I love even more is that she didn't shy away from accessories because the colors were so bold. She added these 3 big, beautiful bangles to complement the colors in the outfit. The bag and the shoes match the pants, which is chef's kiss. How do you find things that match so well? And the little dainty necklaces, not to take away from the big bangles. They're there. They don't make a huge statement, but they do definitely add to the outfit. Not to mention her hair's up. She looks beautiful. I love this. This is how you do a beautiful, colorful summertime. I love this. So of course it has some options for you. There are some great colorful things to be had. So are you a neutral girl or a color girl? If you are a neutral girl, have you been really, like I have, been trying to add some more color into your wardrobe? What do you lean towards during the summer? I would love to know. I'm always asking you guys these questions. I like to know where your head is and how I can better serve you. So if I know most of you like neutrals, I'll give you some neutral outfits and we'll work around that. Know what you think and what you love. In recent years, there has been so many ideas and thoughts about what a soft life was, and it definitely varies from person to person to person. But me in particular, I have a very clear view of what I want my soft life to be, and it encompasses so many different things. A soft life means so many different things to so many different people. For many, it is unrealistic. For others, it's a life goal. And while I don't agree with everything and everybody about the attributes of a soft life, I most certainly agree that a life with minimal stress, that's full of comforts and ease, is something that is important to me. Bills on autopay? Check. Groceries delivered? Check. The privilege of being able to be comfortable in my home is key. There's nothing better than getting home, washing the day off, and putting on a nice luxurious pair of pajamas. That's why I was so happy when Jasmine Silk reached out to me. 100% 6A mulberry silk, the highest grade available, ensuring every thread is long, uniform, and smooth. As an added bonus, they use eco-friendly dyes to ensure that everything is gentle on your skin. This premium quality enhances durability, softness, and comfort, making it an ideal choice for sleepwear. I have nothing but good things to say about the presentation, the quality, and how luxurious these are. They are just what I need at the end of a long day. This eye-catching red is perfect for the summer to keep you cool and stay comfortable. Not only is it luxurious, it's so pretty, you guys. I love to look good even inside the house. The white piping is a nice little addition. This green color is striking, and let me tell you, these pants feel fantastic on my skin, and that's what 100% mulberry silk will feel like and do for you. And I just know that I will get a lot of wear out of this, particularly during the winter and the fall. This will be a staple in my rotation. Again, the same thing with the white piping gives it that extra bit of glamour. This black nightgown is perfect for those hot summer days. The slit on the side with the lace is something I'm loving right now. I'm so into lace right now. Even in regular clothing, it's very much a trend. It adds a little something. It makes you feel beautiful in the house. And that's what I always want. I always want to feel fantastic, whether I'm inside the house or outside the house. That is definitely part of my soft life. And then this red. There's something about the simplicity that makes this the ultimate soft life staple. It's simple but not plain. It's luxurious and absolutely fabulous quality. And if you are a lover of the soft life and beautiful, luxurious silk pajamas, you will receive 15% off. Leave the code in the description box. You should definitely check out Jasmine Silk. What are some ways you incorporate the idea of a soft life in your life? Making time for yourself? Beautiful sleepwear? Luxurious time spent with people you love? Let me know in the comments. In one of my trips to the museum, one of those videos, someone left a comment and said that they're not inspired by fashion, they are inspired by art. I thought it was very interesting for several reasons, but mainly because so many people consider fashion art. I'm being one of them. Not all fashion is art, but at its core, I believe there are so many artistic things about fashion. So I'm one of those people who consider it art. I will, however, say that it is heavily influenced by different types of art, whether it's paintings or sculpture, which we've talked about in a few videos. I know that art can come in many forms, whether the medium be silk and you create a beautiful silk dress, or your medium is acrylic paint or plaster. There's so many ways to actually create art. And I don't think we kind of think about all that. Music is a type of art, and even performances. Performance art is something that I love. If you're not new here, you know that I love going to a Broadway show. I say all that to say, I recently was able to go to a Miu Miu exhibition, I will call it. And it was absolutely one of the most interesting things I have ever been to. Hey girl, hey. So we are actually on our way to DC. I was able to get some tickets for the African American Museum that I've been trying to get to for years now. So I'm excited about that. But before I finish getting dressed and get on the road, there's a few things that I want to catch you up about. The first thing I already talked about in my intro is that I went to a very interesting performance where performance art and fashion collided. Tales and Tellers is an exhibition that brings together the video content produced through Miu Miu's collaboration with female filmmakers and artists for more than 10 years. The exhibition presents 35 videos from the fashion shows and from Miu Miu's Women Tales short film series. The models and the actors are acting out the film and the stories all around you. It's like you're in the middle of the story.
Digital malfunction! Disrupt reality! Ending, not ending, a future losing eyes!
So each actor is paired with a device and an object that incorporates a screen. Each actor is to represent the protagonist in each video, designed as a physical abstraction of the video's content. As the videos play, the actors perform the actions like the devices. It's really a sight to see and behold, and if you didn't know what was going on, you would be totally and completely confused.
disrupt reality.
And because this was done by Miu Miu, every single actor had on head to toe Miu Miu, which was right up my alley because I inspected everything that everyone was wearing, from their shoes to their jackets to their hair. It was like being at some future type of fashion show. Very cool. This was honestly like nothing I've ever been to in my life. I've been to performances, I've seen art, but performative art mixed in with fashion is most definitely a new experience for me. It's interesting to me, in the Paris iteration of this exhibit, it is presented in a room that has natural light and is unobstructed. However, in New York, the exhibition takes place in a terminal warehouse, a formal freight terminal on the west side of Manhattan, staged to invoke a nightmare street scene. It's dimly lit and maybe a little scary. Then, a few days prior to that, New York, even though it's been cold and rainy these last couple of days, we had a beautiful, almost 80-degree day. And because I like to play outside, my husband and I took our scooters. And if you're not new here, yes, we are grown people with electric scooters. Sometimes we like to just ride around the neighborhood and just have fun. So we just decided to go to Queens and ride our scooters up and down the beach. And then I ended up in Times Square, which, fun fact, most New Yorkers are not a fan of Times Square. I ended up in Times Square because I had a meta event to go to, which was interesting as I didn't know anyone. At least with fashion events, I know people. I felt a little bit out of my comfort zone. I was there, I was listening, but let me tell you, I had no idea what was going on. And now we are on our way to the African American Museum. I am so excited. I am so excited to go. I've heard nothing but fantastic things, and I don't think we'll have much time to do a lot in DC, even though I love DC. Every time I go, there's so much to do in DC. If you're in the DMV area and don't take advantage of everything there is, you got to step your game up. You got to get out there. There's tons to do. I don't think we'll have a lot of time to do it, but we are definitely going to the museum. Anyway, I'll see you guys there, and yeah. There was actually so much to see at this museum. We were there for hours. So much information, you kind of want to sit down and read everything little by little and just take in all the information. It was impossible, but I got as much as I could. I will say that every American, black or white or brown or whatever, needs to visit this museum because it's not just Black history, even though it is Black history, right? It is American history, and there are so many things that we didn't even know. For example, there was a point where New York had the most slaves on the eastern seaboard, and of course, because New York is always starting something, they had an uprising. Did you know that even in the Bronx, New York, there were plantations? This is, I believe, one of the oldest in the city, and it was a plantation. It's in the Bronx. I had absolutely no idea. History everywhere, things that I just didn't know. And then something like this, which was an actual auction block where slaves were auctioned off to different people. Imagine someone is standing on this and being bidded on. And then there's Harriet Tubman's handkerchief. Completely altered my brain chemistry. How awesome is that? Then, of course, there's always the fashion. A slave made this gorgeous dress, which I think was just astounding. And something I learned was that Frederick Douglass and President Lincoln had often had debates because Lincoln didn't want to let the slaves be citizens. It was a whole thing. Very interesting. And of course, Madam C.J. Walker, the first Black woman millionaire. Then this dress belonged to Ophelia DeVore. I believe she was the first African American model. And then this hat actually belonged to Marcus Garvey. And then I realized that I have never seen a colored only or a white only sign outside of my history books. So to see this in real life was jarring because, I don't know, it just felt different. And then this was an example of trains, but white women got to use the bathroom in. Then when you go down the hall, this is what Black women had to use the bathroom in. Quite a difference. Speaking of women, this was my favorite part because women were a big part of the civil rights movement alongside men, and honestly, in my opinion, don't get enough credit. And they even said they don't talk about it enough. So I am a girl's girl, so that was very fun to see and to learn about more. And there was actually so much to see that I couldn't, or I didn't want to video everything. I didn't want to document everything because I wanted to take it all in, right? And of course, Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis. If you're not new here, that is probably my favorite era of Black American history. The reasons why I absolutely love jazz. Guys, this was a fantastic museum. If you haven't been, you have to go. Did any of you guys buy anything for Memorial Day? I got a few things, and when they come in the mail, I will definitely be showing you. So you might be shopped out. But it wouldn't be a Simply Kura video if I didn't have a section for fabulous finds. And when y'all get sick of this, just let me know. Just let me know. Anyway, here is this week's fabulous fashion finds. Listen, there's nothing like a statement shoe. You wear a plain outfit, a little dress, like a pants and top situation, and then you have a beautiful statement shoe. These are just that. If you're not new here, you know I love a little feather I used to have this beautiful feather blazer from Zara that doesn't quite fit anymore. It's a little bit too big, or a lot too big, but it was cute. And these are just adorable. They also have these in a different color and an open toe version. I'll put them both in the description box, but this would just jazz up any outfit. We have wedding season coming up, graduation, whatever you like, all here. Prom, I think I might be late for prom, but and I have been loving the resurgence of a peep toe. This was a trend before my time, and then it became a trend during my time, and now it's a trend again. A low heel and a peep toe may give church lady to some folks, but to me it gives chic and it gives comfort. This color doesn't actually work for me, but if it did, I would totally get it. I would totally get them. Speaking of color, this is from J. Crew and the Christopher John Rogers collab. This color is gorgeous. It's fabulous. I love that there's a top with it. This is on sale, and a lot of his other things that were in that collection are also on sale. So if you liked any of them, it would be a great time to go and check them out. But if color is just too much for you, of course you have something like this from H&M. This is just fabulous, right? So it looks comfortable. So a blazer, a linen blazer over this can be used for work. I have really been enjoying the tube tops and the bustiers for the spring, and I know the summer is not going to be any different. So speaking of a statement shoe, these are very, very statement. They won't work for everybody, right? But again, if you want to keep your outfit plain and you want to zhuzh it up a bit, these are a fabulous option. They also come in all gold and one more color. I can't think off the top of my head, but you know they would be in the description box. The heel is high, but not too high. You know, let me know what you think. I know this might be a lot for somebody, but for other people, they probably think it is absolutely fabulous. We are still on the leopard print train. I know everybody or some people might be sick of it, but it's still here. These are both from Mango, I believe. This extra long skirt that kind of drags on the floor is beautiful and fabulous, except if you live in New York City, I wouldn't suggest having anything drag on the floor. And then the same thing with the dress. Two different styles, both with the print. I think these are beautiful. I love that this dress both comes in a neutral and a color, so it's a little something for everybody. This is really kind of going into the boho-ness, the boho-ness, is that a word, that we are all on right now because of the trends. This looks like it would be comfortable and easy and breezy, easy to dress up, definitely easy to dress down, and just look nice and put together. I'm so happy that summer is finally here. Speaking of summer, this bag I found on Etsy. I have been on the hunt for a really good straw bag, like a good raffia bag. I want it to be a little oversized, but also really want to be kind of clean and modern. And Cause had one last year that I regret not buying, and this is kind of similar. So the top is leather, the bottom is raffia, and I'm really thinking about possibly getting these. This is very much up my alley. And then I realized that I haven't been doing enough, and I used to be so good at this. I haven't been doing enough options for my girls and my women that are in need of extended sizes. This is actually from Pretty Little Things. This is definitely an outfit that I would wear. I believe it comes in straight sizes as well. I will link both in the description box. Of course, you have the pale yellow because that's a big deal right now, and the white is always a staple. Speaking of raffia bags, they have these at Cause. I spoke about them in another video, but I didn't show them. So this huge one, and you guys, you have to see it in person. It is in fact huge. It's very reminiscent of a designer one, but it also comes in a smaller size. Again, these both come in a lighter color, but I just like the brown for whatever reason. And yeah, go and check those out if you are in need or you're looking for a raffia bag. They are everywhere right now because it's spring and summer and it's partly trendy. So anyway, that's this week's fabulous fashion finds. Let me know if you did any Memorial Day shopping or if there's anything that I should be looking for. So last week we talked about luxury goods being made in China, and there was a few things that I should have been more clear about, and some of our lines got crossed, which is fine. It was definitely my fault. But I did want to kind of clear things up and get a discussion going. So now that we know that luxury goods are made in China, what's next? So the last time we talked about how a lot of what we buy is made in China. And I rose some questions about the quality of China manufacturing as it pertains to luxury. And some of us expressed that it wasn't so much about where something was made, it was more about the fact that these companies were not being 100% truthful and kind of sneaky about where these things were being made, telling you it was made in France or Italy, when in fact, a good portion of it was made in China. And in last week's video, I should have explained my position on that and expressed that I also think it is absolutely deceitful and definitely done on purpose. However, my conversation was less about pointing out the deception of these brands and more about the perception we have of things that are made in China. Yes, these brands purposely led their patrons astray, but my question is, why? As we all know, one of the reasons is because they wanted to be perceived in a certain way. But again, why are goods made in Europe perceived to be better? And this is not a slight to my Europeans. If you are watching, I appreciate you guys. I've been to Europe more times than I can count. And every time I'm there, I absolutely love it, whether it's France or Italy or Switzerland or Portugal. I love my time. So this is not a slight to my Europeans, right? But why are goods made in Europe perceived to be better? Let's look at it from a different way, right? What if this whole situation was turned around? What if for decades and years we thought that all luxury goods were made in China? And then we recently found out that these goods were instead crafted in Paris and Milan. Would the general public be upset, or would they be relieved and feel vindicated and justified for spending that much money on a luxury good? A few of you expressed that in your experience, things from China are not as well made, and I don't question that. However, my question to you is the phone or the computer that you typed your comment on considered to be good quality? Because 9 times out of 10, your phone or your computer is made in China, and it's probably good quality. I want to point out a few things. So last time we spoke about how Italian leather is well known for their craftsmanship, and we discussed that Italian leather is sourced from several different places, one of them being Nigeria. However, if you have ever been to a street market in Italy, you will quickly know that not all leather in Italy is created equal. Some Italian leather is top tier, well crafted, and definitely worth the money. The last time I was in Italy, and my mom actually, she cleaned up on some bags, child. My mom got all the bags when she was in Italy, okay? And I did the same. And there are other Italian leather that is thin, heavily coated, and not worth the money. American cars, for example, they were not well known for their quality. In fact, up until recent years, American cars were seen as bad quality, particularly if you were looking for a luxury car. A Benz or a Beamer are some of the first luxury cars you think of, and neither of them are American, right? However, if you are from a certain time or a certain culture, you know that a Cadillac is considered American luxury. My dad talks about the 70s and the Cadillac with the diamonds in the back all the time, like it was the best car of all time. He loves Cadillacs. It is considered American luxury. So while America is not particularly known for making good quality cars, we can in fact make good quality cars, as it is proven with Cadillacs. Is it possible that China could both make terrible quality things and good quality things? I'm in no way telling you anything or trying to put my opinion on yours. I am giving you facts though, and hoping that we can have an open discussion about these things. So I do ask you again, Why does Italy and France and other parts of Europe have the monopoly on luxury? So let's be honest, all luxury things are overpriced and are worth it to different people for different reasons, or are just not worth it for many different reasons. I will say again and again, I think my bag that I got in Japan was worth it, not because of the quality, even though it is exceptional quality, but because of the memories that I have attached to it, right? So that's not really the question that I'm trying to pose. I might think that something's worth it, and you might think that it's not so much because we're different, we come from different places, we have different values. So without trying to influence you either way, because I'm really not, I don't expect all of us to have the same opinion. I do, however, expect us to be able to have an open discussion and to be able to think outside the box. So with that being said, I will say that our perceptions, our words, and the ideas we continue to perpetuate definitely give these brands more power. So I just want to come back to that initial question. What if this was the other way around? What if we thought all luxury goods were made in China and then we found out they were made in Europe? Would we as a community feel relieved? Or would we be in an uproar like we are now? What are your thoughts? So anyway, you guys, this was another video that I had a blast putting together. I love talking to you guys. I love hearing your opinion. Are you a neutral girl or a color girl or someplace in between? Honestly, what does a soft life mean to you? Is it something that you have attained? Is it something that you care about? Is it something that's attainable to you? Do you strive for it? What did you feel about that Miu Miu exhibit? It was interesting. Definitely interesting to say the least. Did you clean up this Memorial Day or were you good and held off? If you didn't buy anything, you are much better than I am. And what are your thoughts about this whole China and luxury situation? I really appreciated you guys leaving the comments last week, and I would love to know where your heads are now. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.